Alec Ogletree was just in here, and obviously when camp started, he wasn't here, and now all of a sudden he's made an impression. When he first got here, what left an impression on you about how quickly he kind of announced his arrival?
In this business, everybody respect guys who can get to the rock, man. And the first thing that stood out, man, I think his first 3 days, he had like 4 interceptions, which kind of ties into everything that we've been preaching this whole offseason about trying to get more hands on the football, get more turnovers and things like that. And it wasn't no better way to come in and make a statement, man, than getting an interception. I think his first 4 days, man, it wasn't just him being in the right place at the right time. It was him putting himself in position to make those plays, man. And guys respect that. It's hard not to notice a guy that's coming in right off the street, man, and making those type of plays. So it was huge for him, man. I think that everybody kind of, he put all of us on notice. And, obviously we kind of was familiar with him. He was first-round pick, and, he's did a lot of great things in this league. So having a guy like him, man, to be behind Trevathan and Rowe in case of anything, I mean, that's just the most perfect setup you can ask for as a coaching staff.
He obviously can handle the role, but what do you lose when Danny's out and not having him to start the season?
DT, in my opinion, don't get enough credit, man, for just being the heart of this defense, man. I mean, like, my last year being here, DT just he go in there, man. He do the dirty jobs. He do the dirty works, man. Some of the things that he do, man, he don't get enough credit. And I have a respect for DT game. Obviously, it's gonna hurt not having a guy like that out there, man. He's a leader of the team. A lot of guys look up to him. Obviously, he's a productive player. He's been doing this a very long time. So that's always hard to lose a guy like that. But like I say, man, when you got a guy like Tree, who's behind you, man, it's just a perfect situation. In any event that a guy like Rowe go down or DT, injuries is part of the game, man. So the team with the healthiest team will win, and the teams that have the most depth, obviously those are the teams that can last. Because injuries is part of this game. Everybody gonna get hurt at some point, and unfortunately. Right now it's going to be an opportunity for him to step up, man. And I think that everybody got the utmost confidence in what he could do for this defense. I know myself for sure do, speaking on myself.
John, as much as you talk to us, seems like we really ask you about you. I'm just curious, what are your aspirations for yourself at this point in your career? How important is this year to you, and how badly do you want to be like a part of the Bears defense that you saw in or read about, whatever in 2018?
First of all, I want to appreciate you for asking about it. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. No, I don't like talking about myself, man, obviously, but I'm excited about this, man. I tell you guys this all the time, man. I'm super excited about being a part of this defense, man. And obviously, each guy, man, you got to have selfish goals, man, to be good at this game, be great at this game. But, the biggest thing is just being excited, man. I remember seeing this defense a couple of years ago, man. It was probably one of the more exciting defenses that I've seen. And, I was a part of a defense prior to the Bears doing it in 2017 in Jacksonville. And seeing this, man, it's always something. It's always fun, man, when a team runs through the defense, when you can bring that type of excitement on the defensive side of the ball, man. And you look at our roster and say, man, why not? I mean, we truly have guys on every level, multiple guys, man, on every level who truly are game changers, who truly can take over games, man, and make this thing exciting. And as a 10-year vet, to sit back and see it all happen, man, I've seen a lot of football. I've been on bad defenses. I've been on pretty good defenses, man. And to see it all come to fruition, man, it's exciting time, man, for me to be a part of it, man. So I just sit back, play the background. And, I let those guys get their shine, man. And if I got to do the dirty work, man, that's okay, man. I came in this league that way, man, and I'm okay with that. So I'm just enjoying my role, man, in this defense, man, whatever's asked of me to do, man, because, like, at the end of the day, it's a blessing. It's a lot of good players right now that's not playing football right now. It's a lot of good guys that's forced to retire. Probably not on their own will, just due to the lack of opportunities, man. So for me to be able to be here and have this opportunity, still play the game that I love, man, 10 years later, man, I got no complaints, man. I'm just happy to be here.
The Rams didn't play anybody or many people in the preseason. Do you guys have a sense at all of what their offense with Matthew Stafford could look like?
I think that's a tough thing because obviously the dynamics between the difference of the quarterbacks between Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford it's glaring in my opinion, and that's not a shade to one guy or another. I think that Matthew Stafford is he have an arm talent that not many quarterbacks. He have a top 5 arm talent when you just say sure off of arm talent alone. So obviously that offense will be able to open up a little more. What does that may look like? we don't know. But one thing for certain is McVay he's an offensive guru, man, and I don't think that the offense has changed much because what he's doing is working. It worked for Jared Goff. I'm sure it'll work for Matthew Stafford. So I don't imagine much of change, obviously, but there's things that Matthew Stafford can do that not many quarterbacks can do. So I'm assuming that they'll definitely open up the offense. They got a track running team, but we're well versed for it because we got a track running team too. We've been doing it since training camp, so we're excited about the opportunity, man, to be honest.
The motion stuff that they do, you guys put in a lot of that toward the end of last year, or something similar.
Right.
At least. Will that help you? I mean, just having to see that in practice, will that help you?
Yeah, I think that repetition against that type of stuff, man, works. Because last year, man, I think that that's a way that they slow a lot of these fast defenses down. If you want to slow guys like Khalil and Quinn and these guys off the eggs and Hicks and get to messing with the safeties and the linebacker eyes, that's the perfect thing to do. So obviously, us being well versed to that, man, our offense is doing it a lot more than last year for sure. It definitely helps us slow down, man, because it's something that's just not new to us. It's not thrown on us on game day. We're able to see it since OTA started, since training camp, all of training camp. So I think that's been huge for us. But like I said, man, they're gonna run their offense, man. It's our job to do our defense, man, and make the plays when that time comes.
John, as an extension of that, on the back end, how much eye discipline is required to make sure you're seeing what you need to see, but not seeing too much with all the motion and everything that happens?
That's why this is the most difficult team when it comes to a discipline standpoint because, man, sometimes you may see guys on film, the ball, it'll be a jet sweep here, another one here, and you'll see a guy just stuck. You don't know where to go. And you got a guy like Robert Woods getting a reverse running 20 yards up the sideline. Your eyes got to be huge. And that's the hard part about it because we're taught as defense, man, you want to play fast, the fast team, fast, physical. But sometimes, man, you see too much, see something fast, man. That's a big play waiting to happen against offenses like this. So definitely you got to have your eyes trained and I understand what you see and not play too fast, as crazy as that may sound, because you're taught, man, to the fastest team, man, defensively, those are the most effective teams. So, when you look at that, man, you got to really just take a step back, slow down, understand what you see, and then react. So I think that's going to be huge for us, man. Obviously, we got a 2-week head start compared to years prior, man, so we are definitely excited about that opportunity, man, and we're doing some things to get us ready for that.
Do you feel like you're pretty deep right now into preparation for the Rams at this point?
Oh, yeah, we're days deep in and out, and obviously progressing throughout the weekend. We have another day today, which is a big full day for us, full pass today. So obviously we're gonna get really good work today, and obviously, man, next week is just gonna be that fine tuning and getting us ready for Sunday Night Football.
Tashaun, you show up here last year, and you got a teammate in Eddie Goldman who you don't see for a year.
Yep.
Coming into training camp, just what was your curiosity to see this guy?
Well, I heard about him, man. I heard about him last year, man. People used to always talk about him, like, how he was specifically up against the run, man. So I know me and Eddie had a lot of talks and used to talk about how effective he was, man. But, even just going back to OTAs, before we even put on pass, you can just see it back in minicamp. And when he's out there, it's not many guys that can do what he do and do it how he do. And that's one of the things. It's a luxury to have guys like that. And you got a guy, you got linebackers behind him who can hunt, man. It makes their job easier as well. So, man, he's just he don't talk much. I think he might have said 5 words since I've been here. 5 is a stretch, to be honest, man. But, guys like that, he come in, he do his job. And I mean, the dude is talented, man. It's not many guys that can do what he do and how he do it, man. And I respect that. And I'm excited to have a guy like that back on the defensive side of the ball because it make my job easy. It make everybody's job easier when you got a guy like him. Now 9-6 can do what he needs to do. Blau, it's gonna be able to do what he do, and it's just gonna be a fun time, man, when this defense get to rolling, man. Specifically having him back is huge.
Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace both praised Akiem for the leadership that he's shown. We have not talked to him in a very long time. So what have you seen from how he's kind of helped with this, get the defense ready in a leadership role?
That was just a role that he's had since last year. Specifically this year, man, he's a little more vocal. But, like I said, man, having guys like that is huge for a defense, man. I think that a lot of guys feed off of that. Not only do you respect them as a player, but you respect them as a person and you respect them as a leader. And year in, year out, man, this is my second year here, man, but he's constantly looked at as a leader. When you vote for team captains, man, he definitely had my vote. Last year, he had my vote this year. Having guys like that in a locker room, man, that's talented like that, man, just good locker room guys, man, it's huge for the team, man. So I think that, Akiem is he the perfect fit for here, man, and I think that everybody love him, everybody got respect for him, and obviously what he do on Sundays count, and he do that very well as well.
What's been your impression of Jalen Johnson, specifically that he's moving into that number one cornerback role? How have you seen his progression? How would you grade him so far?
Tell y'all again, he gonna be a top 5 cornerback. I mean that, and I'm telling y'all straight face. Some of the things that I've seen him do, man, is just impressive. For a guy that size, man, I don't think that people really realize like Jalen he's a bigger corner. He's put together, man, and he can run, he can move, he can do everything necessary for a cornerback. He can tackle. He's not scared to put his nose in there. And I told him, I said, man, I played with the best cornerback in the National Football League right now, and Jalen Ramsey. And I seen that jump from year 1 to year 2. And like I said, man, I'm not big on comparing, man, but like I told him, I see the jumps that you made from your rookie year to right now was similar to a guy that I knew in Jacksonville, man, who's now the highest paid corner in the league, man. And not to say that, hey, I hope that Jalen do make his own print. I'm not trying to say, but I'm saying I see this jump. It's just a different focus that he has right now. I think that he is locked in right now to the point where we're going to be talking 10 weeks from now, man, and I'm going to remind y'all what I said. Because I believe in it. I believe in him that much, man. Just not even just as a player, man, as a person. He's a good young kid, man, and he's going to have a long career in this thing, man. So I think that he gonna do his thing, man. He's going to have a successful year this year, man. Not to put too much pressure on him, but y'all tell him I said he going to.
Thanks, Tashaun.
Thank you.